Alright, welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2. On a Mode Plus run, I've just finished the stealing, and I wanted to give you an overview about our results. Mainly, I was focusing on getting money, so that's the reason why we're currently residing at nearly 17,000 gold pieces after taking a little detour. Now, as for the items, we got a couple of really cool items. Number one, probably Knab, which is a unique shield. I like the idea of Knab, but I think the stats, by looking at it, are just not justifying it. No, look at that. Like, the item level is unfortunately too low. Secondly, we got ourselves a nice little helmet with +1 summoning. So we're right back at 11 summoning now, which is great. I love it. Then we got ourselves a really good two-handed weapon, but if you look at it again, you can see that the item level is determining a lot. Like a blue item level 6 is dealing significantly more damage than a level 5 weapon. We got ourselves a couple of boots, which I like a lot. Movement +1 is great, and they are strictly an upgrade to our current boots, so might as well put them on. Plus, combine them with nails. I crafted a lot, mainly new grenades and a couple of arrows, so like nothing spectacular, basically refilling what we have used before. So let's double check if the boots aren't better than the other ones that we're having. Matter of fact, it turns out they are. So I'm going to give them to Beast. Good. So let's see. What else do we have? By the way, I mean, this ring here is just literally better than this ring, so I might as well put it on. Good. So we got a couple of crafting materials. I'm not going to go through all of them. We got ourselves, however, a lot of skill books, some of which you can see up here. And I took the time to craft some new skill books. The way crafting of skill books works is you are basically using 1 out of 4 elements, fire, water, earth, or wind, or lightning, plus any other non-elemental school. So all of the combinations there could be seen here. And the way I did it is I just went through their skills and saw like what's their main skill and kind of what element would go along with it. And for Beast, I found he is using summoning plus having geomancy. So we got ourselves a poison infused skill book, which gives the option to change the element of an incarnate to poison. It's really not a phenomenal skill. It's just whenever you need such an incarnate, you could basically change it. This here, however, is okay if we have enough memory slots. It is basically destroying a lot of physical armor, and the reason why it is not super important for us it scales with intelligence, so that's not going to be relevant for us really. So these were the 2 skills for him. As for our ranger, I realized that she is using pyro plus something. Wait a second. As for Syken, he is having 1 in pyro and polymorph. Enemies will bleed fire when hit. Also creates a small fire surface beneath the target and ignites the surface, which isn't bad. I mean, it is good for fire vulnerable enemies. So let's just give it to him. As for Sibyl, I have one of my favorite skills, which is Explosive Trap, and that's one that we're going to learn also. And for our healer, we had quite a couple of skills because like she has a lot of elements and uses additional stuff. And this here, for instance, consumes the frozen area around us and restores an extreme high amount of magic armor, so might as well use it. Secondly, vacuum touch skill, which is a combination out of necromancy and aerotherk, is going to set silencing and dealing some damage, which is fine. We're not going to use it, but it's an okay skill. And here's basically an electric infusion skill book, just in case you want your incarnate to be an electrical incarnate. So yeah, that's really it. I mean, it was mainly money, a couple of nice items, but yeah, that's about it. I'll keep the extra shield here around in case Syken ever needs to switch to a one-handed weapon plus a shield. I also coat the one-handed weapon in ooze in case he will need it. Let's double check the skills real quick, and then we'll I'll go over the next encounter. So fire trap is something that I would want to have. Trap takes 1 turn to active. When active, trap will explode when a character approaches it. Is definitely better than barrage. So there you go. There's our trapper. Great skill. As for Syken, I mean, the skills were fine, so we're going to leave them as is. As for him, let us... Oh, he does no longer meet the Geomancer requirements. I would have loved to have Mend Metal, but that's no longer possible. So instead... Oh, I can't even take that. That's a good question. What shall we take? I mean, we could go with Supercharger. Target summoning deals 50% more damage but during the next turn but dies. Looks like a questionable skill on the in the first instance, but if you are sending in incarnates to die anyways, that means it's just plus 50% damage. I think we're going to go with that for now, because why not? She's fine with all of her skills. I wouldn't see anything that we would want to change, so yeah. Now, back to the encounter. We already positioned ourselves, took a little bit of a, you would be shocked and surprised to hear it, defensive position. Let's talk through the encounter. So normally you are walking through here, and there's going to be an ambush. There is another being coming out of here. Like, basically one of the things that you're fighting in Act 2 a lot. It is going to attack you together with all of the undeads. The problem here is you're fighting from low ground throughout the whole time. And how we are going to solve that issue is quite simple. We are going to create a choke point, and we are going to let them run into the choke point. In order to do that, let's create a slippery slope here. And one more over here, and that should be done. That should be fine. I like the large incarnate. It's just super badass looking. And it could have been a really great option to do that with other skills as well. We can't let that survive. We need to get as much of the poison away, because poison is going to heal beyond that. One more over here, and then it's fine. Good, and that's it with combat preparation. From now on, we're just casting and getting ready. So, let's get everyone in combat. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that is just the beginning. We're not even counting the guys that are going to be the real encounters. So I think it's +6 or 7 on top of that. Good. Now everyone is in combat. All right. First things first. I think this big incarnate is going to die very soon. Yep, totems are going to be killed. So they will charge. I can see we have a lot of casters over here. 2 casters to bowmen, 3 melees, 3 bowmen. So that's 3 archers, 3 casters, and 3 melee characters. Swordsmen of some sort. Look at that. He has so much armor that he can even withstand a couple of these hits. Most of them are level 6, so similar to the strengths of all of the other enemies that we have fought. And there we are. Voidwalker, Deep Dweller. That's the guy leading all of it. Wow, can they please speed up the animation? Normally it isn't that bad, but when you fight against 12 plus enemies, like them taking turns take forever. Nice one. So these 2 guys there are probably going to die. Let me correct. These 3 guys there probably are going to die. Should have placed a couple of traps. I was forgetting about them. Alright, one critical hit, perfect. There we go, good. None of these guys is really wet, so we might as well change it. Alright, there we go. Good, now everyone's frozen. And yep, that's perfect. Let's put in some more totems, and I think that is probably going to be it for him. We got a new incarnate in case that guy here dies, so might want to save also a couple of points. I'm not going to go there, because unfortunately, as soon as you move there, everything turns to shit. So we're having our defensive line over here, and that's pretty much it. Because the same would happen to Syken, like he would be permanently crowd controlled and wouldn't have had any chance to get out of there. I mean, these guys are going to die anyway, so might as well focus on this guy here. If we were to whirlwind attack, we would hit no one else. So, might as well continue with him. Or we take the take of opportunity, which is fine. Move back to here. We haven't even received one. And instead deal... Wow. That's 150 points of damage. I like it. Plus, there is no more target here. So... they would need to move over here. Perfect. And with them being here, this is almost casting range. So, 1 down. 2 down. And let's give ourselves haste for the next round. Oh, really? The marksman? Wow, the marksman is charging in? Really? That is just stupid. Well, I'm somewhat surprised that he's charging in like that. That doesn't even make sense. Why would he use his haste in order to just run in? That's stupid. So we recharge our companion. He's like super tanky. I can't believe that he hasn't even taken damage yet. Good lord. So yeah, that one poor fellow just charged in whilst all of his friends are just staying back here. Kind of fighting the incarnate. But I'm fine. I mean, if they want to run in, that's even better. It speeds up the combat, and we're going to have an easy time. The Incarnate has way more health and armor as compared to our tank. Plus is hitting as if it would have a two-hand weapon in its hand instead of a one-handed shield. Good, that took away the remaining armor. Might as well taunt everyone. All of the other guys have no magic armor, so they can be crowd controlled rather easily. Let's test it real quick. There you go. Stunned. Perfect. Oh, nice. Good shot. Wow. 105 per hit. Yep. We have really good equipment now. So this guy here, the small one, is a perfect example for a supercharger. He's just going to use all of his abilities, and then we're going to cast supercharger on it, effectively letting it die next turn. But letting it deal more damage. Whilst our incarnate here still is being healed. And they can't really get him down. Although, now they are focusing him with full physical damage, so that might be enough. Compared to the encounter that we had before, the one with the librarian and all the fire casting on, this here is pretty tame. I mean, true, they're running towards us, but they're not really doing something. Ooh, blood rain. Interesting. Well, all of these castles are doing nothing other than like standing around. One of them just charged in. And they're still unloading on the Incarnate Champion and haven't gotten it killed. And it's hitting like a truck. 100 per hit. That is pretty insane. Okay, so nice one. Easy hit. Let us use an arrow to kill that totem here for an extra 2 AP and one more shot. Which means he's nearly dead. Slowly but surely they're chipping down the Incarnate. So let's see, plus 50% damage. Well, it's okay, like not necessarily noticeable, but okay. There you go, finally they killed the Incarnate. Well, that was a lot of damage. Time to summon a fire Incarnate. Wow, he really set everything on fire. Unbelievable. So next turn, once he's buffed up, we're going in. Excuse me. Oh, that guy still lives. I forgot about him. Knocked down and killed. Well, they would need to go to move down here in order to come towards us. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. One by one. Textbook idea of a bad strategy.
I am you. I am all else. Come closer.
Good. We're going to buff up the incarnate. So let's delay the turn. And yeah, these guys would basically be forced to go over to us. They don't have any targets if we're not crossing like this line here. In case you're fighting, everything behind that line is pretty much not reachable from their position. So we're buffing the incarnate, healing this guy here. Oh, nice. Our heal heals for 55 per tick, so it's a decent damage against them. Well, they're really trying to go for the incarnate.
Me and all elves. You speak in riddles.
So we're having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. The archers are the worst because with their repositioning, sometimes they move in and then directly reposition out, which kind of is annoying. Oh, wow. Yep, that guy is almost down. There you go. So with reach shot, I can even take them out over the trees, which I should start doing because that here is annoying. And every couple of turns, just dishing out some damage will hopefully motivate them to come closer. I think only physical characters are left by now. It's only archers. Oh no, there's one more mage. Yeah, that explains why we do have 300 magical armor and nothing else. Like, there's the last mage, the rest is purely a group of archers. So, idea here. Let's lure them in. I still think that we only have seen like half of the encounter. There's another half, which we haven't seen so far. And another one. Good job. So we are fully buffed and ready to go. I think that here, like, we cannot get over here. Oh, wait a second. So, oh, he's fortified. Never mind. Well, if he wouldn't be fortified, I would be interested to see if I can, like, teleport him up there. But I think the answer is no. We cannot reach that part of the map. The trees are blocking it. Nope, we can't get anyone from there either. Well, they are starting to heal one another, but they're not starting to come towards us. That's a little bit annoying. Come on, at least one of you. Thank you. Let me get just a little bit closer. So yeah, one of the archers is almost dead. Oh, nice. Like, the cryomancer is, again, almost dead as well. Let's put another totem there, and well, they are no longer there. Too bad. That could hit him. Oh yeah, nice. So 4 more left. Next incarnate in 2 rounds. And I think we're fine with where we are. Psyken would need to recover a little bit. And that guy just decided to get out of range. But you know what? We can still do a sky shot. Which brings him back to 2 HP. Oh my god. So the other marksman died as well. We're down to 3 enemies. And that should kill the guy with the low HP. Well, there you go. Down to 2. Okay. Let's still stay back here. So one of them might feel the need to get to us now. Or maybe not. Maybe they're just camping it out. Very good. So, let's build a giant blood incarnate. Physically empowered and mentally empowered. Farsight infusion. There you go. Good. Let's move up here and see how a whirlwind is going to mix things up. Oh, nice. Well, nothing we can do from there. So, a little bit of a rule info. It is impossible to trigger normal encounters just by sending an incarnate or summoning in. That's not going to work. But encounters that are already triggered or like stationarily waiting, they definitely can be triggered by sending a summoning in. So Saigon is slowly going to approach forward, knowing that his battering ram needs to be up and to get back faster, and that he also needs a little bit more armor. $92, wow. Well, GG. So that's the normal encounter, which we just triggered. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the Void Walker. Okay, fair enough. Good. The archers are wasting their time focusing this guy. In the meantime, let's just get out of here. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. There you go. The Void Walker immediately charged in. Might as well kill him first then. I don't know. So let's stay there. We're going to get that guy. But first let's buff up our incarnate.
I'll yield
So they are not even remotely close enough. But you know what? We might summon something here and another something here. Alright, no more attacks of opportunity. Can't believe how strong the Incarnate Champion is. Like, he's literally not giving a single damn. Immune to water damage, yep. Good, we have one Sky Shot, which the only target that we can go for is the Swashbuckler. Perfect. We continue to buff ourselves and hope that the guys are coming in soon. Well, now it's half blood and half rain. So close, look at that, we could almost teleport him out. Well, in which case, let's save the action points. Somehow I had my memories of that encounter here taught me that it was much harder. So maybe I've overestimated it. But in all fairness, the last time that I did it, I took a little bit of a different route the last time. So it was much earlier in the game. So Saiken is moving back. That Void Dweller almost has no magical armor left. And the Incarnate is wreaking havoc. Oh, come on. Luckily for us, we can teleport Saiken out, if we so desire. Armor of Frost, yes please. And you know what? I think I'm just going to do that. Let them deal with the incarnate champion and the totems. Plus, we have another incarnate that was keeping the Void Terror, the Void Woken Deep Dweller, busy. So maybe we're just using summonings and totems for now. Oh yeah, perfect.
I am air and water. I am blood and thunder.
Well, maybe not perfect, but almost. Let's move up there and kill him. And once the Void Dweller is gone, the rest of the encounter is pretty much trivial. Good, so here we go. Shot number 1. Shot number 2, critical strike. And shot number 3, knockdown. Easy. So we anyways wanted to stand in water so that all of the other spells are a little bit cheaper. And yeah, I think the Void Dweller is done. He's not going to recover from that. We'll let the incarnate, our incarnate champion die over there. And then they would need to charge over because there are no more targets. Because this here, like, this guy just fleeing, that is simply stupid. Or throwing a fucking grenade over half of the screen. There we go. We almost killed him. And now the incarnate is going to die. Could have healed ourselves to have stayed alive, but I want them to come to us. Oh, so good. Nice loot. Another air shot. So, 3 more. And then this encounter is gone. It went way, way, way easier than what I would have expected. Let's summon another incarnate. This time it has a fireball. And a lot of ranged damage. So, I just want them to come over. Slowly but surely he's making his way over. Good. One more down. We're going to wait with the incarnate champion here. Oh, I forgot about this guy. So yeah, now it's 3 more instead of 4. Before it had been 4. Good. Hopefully they will now charge in. Nope, that's exactly the wrong direction, bro. So far, at least one of them was suicidal and was charging in. These 3 seem to be die-hard defenders. Alright, eat that. Hopefully that will motivate him to come after us. Well, the ranger took the bait. One, two, And 3, down to 5 HP. Nice. There we go. Just got the incarnate on top of that building. So that should take care about the guy up there, and the other Aeromancer just decides to charge in. Perfect. Nice little hit. And now let's disable him. Unfortunately, the charge missed, so the slam will knock him down. Perfect. There we go. Oh my god. He's maulming him for almost 100. That is brutal. Good, so I think that was it. Syken does the final blow. And there we go. We haven't had a chance to loot yet, but there are quite a couple of enemies that were running in. Mostly cash loot. But I've already seen that the Voidwoken Deep Dweller is having some other loot. So let's just take all of it. That is a nice little one-hand sword. Good damage, I like it. Intelligence and warfare. Not bad either. If we look at that, this is probably better. Now Lose looks like a Domina out of some 80s cheap softcore porn. But okay, whatever. So that is a nice one as well. Oh wow, +1. Immunity to stun, air resistance. Well, that is not only nice, that is incredibly good. Maximum magic armor, wonderful. Movement also not bad. We're going to go with the maximum magic armor. So, yep. So, let's collect everything. And then we're off to the second last fight. I think there was, yep, one vase and there was a second one over here. Yeah, there was a chest, exactly. Wait a second. That's not bad for a belt. Well, maybe it is bad for a belt. I was wrong. So let's give Lowe's a couple more of these water balloons. I think that would work out quite well. Good. Step 1. Get new source points. Step 2. Go to the next encounter. Okie dokie. This is where we're going to end the video and going to start the next one.